Yes, sir.
And
Very good.
Good afternoon, sir. Good afternoon, ma'am.
so, very good afternoon to all the participants of this Sahodaya webinar. Today is the fifth day of the continuous webinar where all of us have been exploring the different facets of eh, teaching and learning, the educational pedagogy. And all of us are keen learner in the field of education. And today's topic is all time relevant because the entire humanity orientational pedagogy and all about the one objective which we call happiness. Whatever we do, whatever we think, whatever we dream of, whatever we plan, all our activity is targeted directly or indirectly to achieve happiness in our life. This is the hidden instinct of every human being to achieve peace, harmony, and happiness with our work, with our deeds, with our thoughts, with our actions. So, this is the key need of every living being. Once Dalai Lama told, and I quote, if you want others to be happy, practice compassion. If you want to be happy, practice compassion again. So, whether you want to deliver happiness or you want to gain happiness all the time, we have to bear the feeling of compassion for the entire world. And automatically, this attitude of human being enlarges the consciousness of one and have all good thoughts, all good feelings for everyone. And when someone is having this quality of goodwill for everyone, for every situation, the element of happiness grows automatically. And one who is happy can make the surrounding also full of happiness. And when the happiness is prevailing everywhere, there is a power of binding people, relating people with faith, with respect, and with care. And this is one divine quality that every teacher must have. There is another quote regarding this happiness. Lawrence G. Lavsky, who was a great educationist of Russia, and he says, try to make at least one person happy every day with your deeds, with your actions, with your thought. If you cannot do a kind deed, speak a kind word. If you cannot speak a kind word, think a kind thought. Count up, if you can, the treasure of happiness that you would dispense in a week or in a year or in a lifetime will be a great treasure of happiness for everyone. And you make a happy society. And this is one that is needed in the present situation very much. Everyone is hunger to have happiness. But this is a quality which is not, I should say, that with our effort, that with hunger we can get it. It is a kind of compassion that one should have to create that happiness. So, एक शायर ने बड़े अच्छे ढंग से बच्चों के लिए कहा है कि टिम टिम करते तारे बिखरे हैं आज सारे, तुम खुश हो जीवन में इसलिए वो नाच उठे आसमां में. So this is a compliment for a teacher, that when a teacher comes with a smiling face and spread happiness in the classroom, even the weakest student comes with a hope that yes, the teacher is going to care to me and is going to forgive me for my faults. And then he come forward and establish a rapport with the teacher with a faith that his weakness will also become a strength someday with the grace of the teacher. So this is one very strong power of a teacher to prevail happiness in the classroom. And to explore this idea of happy classroom, we have with us today Mrs. Jolly Majumdar, a very senior teacher of BNS DAV, experienced one.
Thank you, sir.
And she will be exploring this happy teacher, create happy classroom, this idea, and definitely all of us will get benefit out of it. So let us explore this idea of happy teacher, create happy classroom. And if the classroom is happy, then there is no reason that we will not get a good result out of the effort that the teachers and the children are putting on. So with this note, I once again welcome Mrs. Jolly Majumdar, resource person today, and I wish that all of us, like other days, will be paying attention with the words, and please mute your mic whenever you need. At the end of the program, you can interact and you can ask your queries. And those who are on YouTube Live, they can post their chats in the YouTube chat box so that their query will also be addressed. So, welcome once again, Jolly. And
thank you, sir.
Thanks everyone.
Thank you, sir, for sharing such a beautiful piece of information with all of us. Thank you so much.
Happy you breathing alive. Happy you conquering every strife. Happy you marking a new journey. Happy you treading on path ferny. Happy you growing up buds. Happy you with your sinew and blood. Happy you with children evergreen. Happy you with a happy classroom scene. A very good afternoon to one and all present here. Really happy to be a happy teacher, trying to make a happy classroom and taking care of a happy classroom. I am Jolly Majumdar, working in BNSDAV Public School, Giridih, extending my heartiest welcome to all the distinguished principals who have spared their valuable time to join the session. And I also extend a warm welcome to all my dear friends from different schools. The pandemic of COVID-19, keeping its negatives aside, has taught us a number of things, and one such learning is the use of internet, by which we can take online classes, online meetings, online session, workshops like this, where we all can join together just at the click of a button. I'm sure all of us will agree that these sessions are quite beneficial for us. Learning from each other has definitely broadened our horizon. Taking advantage of this platform, we all have gained a lot by sharing our valuable knowledge with each other. So today, I'll be also giving a presentation on how happy teachers can create happy classrooms. I hope this presentation proves to be beneficial for everyone. Let me share my screen. We invest time to get to know our students. We make effort to know each other. We are humorous, spending time together. We appreciate, praise, allot time for playing. We are happy teachers in a happy classroom. We allow students to get social. We give them a break. We allow them to create and make. We jump with ideas and intentions. We make them new innovations. We are happy teachers in a happy classroom. So, aren't we happy? Yes, we are the ones who carry happiness inside a classroom. We bloom them, we nurture them, we guide them. So, we have to be happy to create a happy classroom. Extrovert teachers make a happy classroom. Many think that, but according to me, teachers with a sound mental health and a perfect balance can usher joy and delight to a classroom. They drop this trait in the students, making a vibrant environment of learning. Most importantly, commitment to be happy is what we require. Who will not want your classroom to be happy? Everyone wants it, isn't it? It's a dream come true for teachers to keep their students happy with learning in a happy and disciplined classroom. So, for this, we have to be happy ourselves. If we are happy, we can really make a happy classroom. But if we are unhappy, that will reflect in our personality, and we have to develop ourselves. So, one thing, first of all, I would like to ask this question from everyone. Are you happy or not? Be honest in your answers. If you are happy, then keep doing whatever you are doing. But if not, you have to change yourself, your attitude, your activities in order to make yourself happy. We have to maintain a balance between personal and professional life. We need to find out time for relaxation to make ourselves mentally and physically stress free and healthy. We have to spend time with our friends, play games, spend time with our families, friends, everyone, dance, sings, and so on. We have to give time for ourselves. We have to keep ourselves at the priority. So, until and unless you are happy, You cannot do it. Are you a teacher by choice or by chance? That's very important. Look, since we are moving ahead with this topic, we would all agree that we all are teachers. Nobody can deny it. We all have chosen it as a profession. But a very important question I want to ask you, have you chosen this profession as a compulsion, or you have chosen this to be a teacher by choice? So my question to you is, are you a teacher by choice or by chance? I'll elaborate that. My choice means you are a student, maybe in class 11, 12, or maybe in graduation or while doing masters, you decided you'll be a teacher. And if it is by compulsion, by chance, means after trying your luck everywhere, you have come back to teaching. जिसका कुछ नहीं हो सकता वो टीचर बन जाता है. इंडिया में there's a statement we say अरे कुछ नहीं कर सकता टीचर बन जाओ. और प्राइमरी टीचर्स तो सबसे आसान है. You don't have to do anything to be a primary teacher in India. Just have a B.Ed degree or NTT, qualify TET, CTET, and then teacher ban jao. Well, how many of you can honestly say whether you are a teacher by choice, not by chance? Now, whichever way, since you have chosen this profession, no matter what, you have to do your justice, because life of the children are in our hands and we cannot play with it. Since we are dealing with children, children love to be happy. And if their surrounding is happy, they would love to be there. Now you have to happy first. No matter how happy, whatever profession you have chosen, you have to accept it. Be happy about it. Because if you are not happy, you cannot do justice with it. You will be frustrated, irritated. See, happiness is a term which comes from within. It's inside out. If you are happy from within, you will find everything happy around you. So to be happy, one and the only one thing is mental peace. And you achieve it by acceptance. This is very important in your life. Acceptance is very important. In whatever way you have chosen it, maybe your expectations were high to become a doctor, an engineer, UPSC, cracking UPSC. But because you have selected this profession, you have to accept it. It's the reality. You have to be happy with it. Otherwise, you can never create a happy classroom. So now your job is to accept it. Be happy with it. Only then you can pass on happiness. In life, the difference between the two, expectations and acceptance, should be very clear, and it is bare minimum. The lesser the expectation, chahat jitna kam ho, is the better for you. Your happiness and mental peace. Expectations high and acceptance low, that means mentally disturbed. Expectations low and acceptance high, you are the most happiest person. So it's better to accept and do justice with your profession. Next slide. Now, write at least 2 ways that foster happy classrooms. So we can, if you want to make a happy classroom, first of all, we have to be happy, as I said earlier. We have to allow time for playing, praise the students in between. Whenever we see they are doing something good, we have to praise them at the very moment. Creativity, freedom of expression, we have to allow them to speak. It is not that we are only talking continuously. We have to listen to them. We have to give them some freedom of expression. Fun, toys, activities, joyful learning, use humor in between. You have to make them laugh by telling some or other jokes or something related to your daily life. Proper planning, games, dramatics, playway method, story strips, decorative classroom also. You have to decorate the classroom so that they feel very attractive towards the classroom and they will indulge themselves in the teaching, in the learning process. So happy teachers, we have to do all these things, practice all these in our classrooms. Happy teachers create happy classroom. This is the core of my topic. Happy classrooms, in a nutshell, begins with you. You are the creator of it. You are the creator of the life and future of the students. So if you are happy, you will always create happy environment for the child where they would learn everything happily in a joyful way. We all know that happiness shared always increases. So here comes our wishes. What are our wishes? Teachers, we are also human beings. We also have some expectations. So regarding our profession, in our working place, we have few expectations. What are these? You can see very well on the screen. Good class with bright students. We always want that. The student in the class, all the students should be good. हम लोग बोलते हैं कि अरे मेरे क्लास में तो आधा बच्चा एकदम इंटेलिजेंट नहीं है, ये नहीं है, वो नहीं, but it is not so. We always expect a good class with bright students, but the students may be medium also, may be intelligent. All types of students are in the class. So we have to accept it. Disciplined, intelligent, well-behaved students, we also want this so that they don't make noise, don't disturb you. They are very intelligent. They listen to you and grasp whatever you are teaching, they will grasp in a moment. We want these types of students. These are our expectations. Timely completion of syllabus. We would always want to complete our syllabus on time. If we lag, then we will be in tension. Syllabus khatam nahi hua, ye nahi hua. We would always be in tension. So this is also one of the expectations. Timely, we have to complete our syllabus. Timely submission of assignments. It's also very important. We always think of doing very fast. Kaam khatam karte hain kisi tarah. Good results, obviously, this is very important. We will be very happy, and our expectations is always that all the students come out with good results. Happy classrooms. This is the foremost thing that we, including all these things, we want a happy classroom. These are our expectations in our profession, in our institution. Now we have some wish of personal wish also. We teachers, I see, we are also human being. It's not that we are robot. We won't have any wish. That is not true. We have many wishes like money. You can say we want a handsome salary for we are working. We also expect a good salary from the management. Timely grade promotion. This is very important. We in our schools, many teachers are in ad hoc for many years, but we would always wish to get the grade and promotion on time. Recognition, हाँ ये बहुत अच्छा teacher है, ये बहुत अच्छा पढ़ाती है, this that, all these types of recognition. इसमें अच्छी है, ये बोलती अच्छा है. So we would always want a recognition in our institution. This is our wish. All the teachers wish for this. Liked by all. Popularity. We would want everyone to like us, to be popular. We don't want to actually this, we make these, these screens from different places, we copy them, but popularity and famous, there's a difference between it. Popularity is for short time, but we would always want to be famous. This is for long term. If we are famous, that is a long term word. We would be famous for a long time, but popularity is very short term period. फटाफट सुना, गाया किसी को, हनी सिंह आया, गाना गाया, बहुत अच्छा, बहुत popular हो गया. But Lata Mangeshkar, legendary, these all stay forever. So we have to be famous. We have to be good. We have to have good relations with colleagues and also parents and students. Then after comes respect, support, guidance, encouragement and advice. We would always want encouragement. Whatever we do in the school, whatever we do in our class, we would always like to get an encouragement from our seniors, from our principal. We would always expect advices from them. Then communicate clear expectation. We want that whatever is in our brain or in our mind, in our heart, we would always try to communicate that, be clear with that, so that andar mein reh gaya bahut feelings, man kar raha ye mile, wo mile, but we are not getting it, and we won't be happy. All these are things are that if these expectations are fulfilled, then we would be happy. That is the most important thing. And if we are happy, we would always be creating a very happy classroom. Adequate resources. This is also a very important thing. We have to have everything in our hands so that whatever we want to do, we can do it. Then have our back in difficult situation. Okay, when we are in problem, we must all have. We would always want for a support at our back so that they would be helping us to solve our problems. So these are all the teachers' wishes. Why we want to see this? Because if these are fulfilled, we would automatically we would try to be happy. We can become happy with all these things if all these expectations are fulfilled. This is your chosen life. I said earlier, you have chosen this profession either by choice or by chance. So we have to balance the work and our life. There must be between the work and life. We have to balance. these two, so that listen, we have seen many things. When any teacher is having any problem at home or outside, they would always be in tension, frustrated, and that frustration, you believe it will come to the school. So we have to solve those problems. We have to balance our personal and professional life. Fine. See, first one is fine. If you are not happy outside school, you'll find it difficult to be happy in school. That is very important. We have all experienced some or other way this thing, that we have any tension, we are not able to, teach in the school properly, teach the lessons properly to the students. We have our brain is having something else. In our brain, we are having something else. We are thinking of something else. So we have to be happy outside the school also, by solving our problems, by managing. We have to manage our work-life balance. So our professional life and personal life, we have to balance both. We have to give time to family also. Sleep well. This is very important. कभी कभी हम लोग का नींद पूरा नहीं होता है, then we feel very sleepy, we feel frustrated, and we are not happy at school, and we cannot give our full thing which we want to give to the children. We cannot do that. So we have to sleep well, take rest. This is also very important. Exercise. We have to exercise so that the endorphins in our body, it will release, and we'll be happy, we'll feel happy, we'll have a sense of well-being, we'll be feeling good, health-wise will be good. Have time for family, and at times do nothing, and at times do nothing. We have to give time to family. It's very, very important. Okay. We have to spend time with them. While ladies, they have to cook well, they have to serve good food to their children. So your family will be happy, will enjoy with the family. Sometimes we'll go to the restaurant, we'll have outside. Then we will at times do nothing. Sometimes you have to relax, do nothing. Keep your brain free out of any thought and relax. That is very important. Time. Try to do new things in life. Many things you can try new, many hobby, you can adapt a hobby, you can do reading, anything, singing, dancing, movies. You try new things in life. We have to add all these things so that you will make your life happy. Choose happiness. A world of happy adults is a world we would all love to be a part of. So this is very true. People go to the laughing club, they laugh. Why? Because they want to be happy. Ha 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 ha. We have all seen this thing, I think. So they all laugh together, and by seeing everybody laughing, you will also start laughing, and this will create happiness. We would be happy by laughing. We would start laughing like that, you'll feel so happy within. So the earth is in my hands. This is very true. आज के बच्चे कल के भविष्य हैं. The precious life of the children are in our hands. We have to help them to make their future. We have to make their life easy instead of making it difficult. We have to deal with them in such a way so that learning becomes very easy for them. We have to develop their different skills so that they can easily cope up with different situations in their future and achieve success in life and become a very good human being. Happy classrooms begins with you. This you all have, I hope you have understood till now, because we have to be happy, because we are the creator, the master, the maker of this happy classroom. Knowing you, liking you. The more the children will know you, the more they will like you. Who are you? What do you stand for? What will you ask them to do? What will you not ask them to do? What will you do for them? What will you not do for them? These all things, they have to be made understand. They will know you and start liking you. I am Jolly Majumdar, but in the class, in front of the students, I am the teacher. I'm the guide. You have to know them. You have to tell them. You have to make them understand this. What do you stand for? What do you stand for? I'm there for them. We have to create a sense of belonging. Oh, ma'am hai mere liye. Any difficulty, ma'am hai, ma'am will solve it. We will ask them to do. What we will ask them to do, you have to make it clear to them. What you will not ask them to do. Yes, they would disturb the class. They would do something else we would not like. We have to explain them that this is not good. Don't do that. We have to make a bar, which is good, which is bad. Okay. So what you will do for them, this also must be clear to them. So be open with them. We have to make them understand. So then only they will come closer to you and you would have a friendly relation with them. So we have what kind of teacher you should be. We have understood that we have to be open and listen. Whatever problem they have, we have to be open with them. Okay, then only they can come and share their problems with you. We have to be honest. Yes, we have seen sometimes we have seen these things that whenever we know any student, we whenever we they are very close to us or maybe they are our neighbors, we if we give marks, we see that we don't cut marks. Okay, we chalo आधा marks दे देते हैं उसको. This type of feelings we have within ourselves, but this is not fair. We have to be honest with everyone. उसके parents को हम लोग जानते हैं तो चलो हम उसको थोड़ा marks ज़्यादा दे देते हैं, नहीं काटेंगे. This type of things we say, but this is not fair. We have to be very honest with them. Be supportive. Whenever they need help, we have to support them. In their difficulties, we have to solve their difficulties. We have to talk to them. We have whenever एक चीज हम लोग देखे हैं, we have seen that when we talk to the children, we think that we cannot complete the syllabus. Oh, leave it, yeah, we cannot complete this. No, we should not talk to them. Let's complete the syllabus. Let's teach them. But rather, you will think that we are just spoiling wasting the time. But you're not wasting the time. Rather, you are utilizing the time. We have to change these strategies. We have to adapt these strategies in our teaching. We have to give positive remarks. We have to do many things. We have to bring many changes within ourselves so that they would come closer to us. They would find us friendly. They would share their problems, and we will become their idol. Okay. So be the hero, not the bully. This is very important. Just because you are a teacher, you would always want them to be quiet. They would always listen to you. Why? Why this is so? Give them time. Allow them to do what they want. Be friendly with them. I've seen, over the years that a same set of children in a particular teacher's class do not behave well. But the moment another teacher comes, we have seen also, you have also experienced, koi aur aa jata hai, koi aur teacher, they are so excited, waiting for him or her to come. And they would enjoy, they would be willing when the teacher would give us the sums or when he or she will start teaching. Why this is so? Because he's friendly. He or she is friendly to them. And friendly doesn't mean over here that you would allow them to do whatever they want. That is not there. I have made it clear also earlier that you have to make the boundaries. We have to let them know that what you like and what you don't like. They will understand that. So they will not do such type of things that we will not like. So now, like this, it would definitely your classroom will be a happy classroom. We all know the dimensions of a happy classroom. When we talk about the dimensions of a happy classroom, it's the students and the teachers who make the classroom. Otherwise, it's just a classroom, right? So the relationship between the student and the teacher that creates the happy classroom. We all manage the classrooms. We all teachers manage the classroom, right? We see that the table chairs are arranged in every class, properly notice boards are there, then interactive boards are there, proper routine, monitor, points of discipline, everything we look out. These things we look out, and they must look good in our class so that anybody sees, then they will say that, wow, so nice classroom it is. Then we have to see the other things also are our lookout, like the planning and delivery. What we are going to teach in the class, our lesson plans, we have to plan it beforehand, because all types of students are there. Many intelligent students, average, below average. So we have to keep in our mind and prepare our lesson plan like that so that it is easy and acceptable by everyone. And our delivery also should be nice and appealing so that everybody understand what you're teaching. Classroom management, that I said earlier, classroom dynamics, performance. Yes, performance is very important because the students, what we teach, their performance shows their success. So we will be happy and satisfied. If all these things are achieved, then you would be happy. Students also will be happy. Classroom dynamics. It's a platform where you praise them. Classroom dynamics, we have to use these. It's very, very important. Praise them. Reinforce the positive behavior in front of them. You have to show a positive behavior. Correct the behavior with positive reinforcement. Whenever the more you have to become very positive, very affectionate to them. The more affectionate you are, the more you are praising their work, they will come closer to you. They will love doing their work. They will be forced to do their work because they love praises, appreciation. We have to correct their mistakes with a positive remark. This is very important. We have to encourage them. We have to motivate them. Whatever small thing they do, you have to check it because we are their guide. They know us as their guide. So we have to check very small things. Whatever they write, we have to check them. Encourage the child, motivate them, and gradually, you know what happened? They will start learning happily. Your body speaks a lot. You are always noticeable by the students all the time. So you have to show your positive behavior that will attract them. Whenever small things they do, you have maybe the things which they are doing are not up to the level you want, but still they have done something. You have to give them some remark, some positive remark, small praises. These are all very important. Develop the mindset of creativity, growth, passion for learning. Yes. Give them the ownership. You have to provide them the ownership. By this, the little thing they do, we have to check that, and then guide also, and then mentor also. And small things they would do, they would feel a sense of achievement. Whenever they do something themselves, they will think that, wow, we have achieved it. They would get good remarks for them, for the things they have done. So you have to provide them some ownership so that they do it, try to do the things on their own, and they would be very, very happy. Encourage dynamic learning, collaboration, and feedback. This is very, very important, which I told you. The feedback should be positive, constructive. Whatever you tell, you can do very good. You are so good. You have done so well. Wow, excellent. These types of remarks we have to give them so that they will be ready for the next step. Now we have to explore happiness. How can we make them happy? Happiness, you need to know about the students. To explore happiness, मतलब खुशी खोजने के लिए, खुशी देने के लिए, खुशी खोजने के लिए, we have to know the students. We have to, if we want to bring about happiness, then we have to know the student. So you need to know the student very well. Once you know the student, you come to know about their strength and weaknesses. Every student has got some strength and some weakness. What do they learn? How do they learn? You have to know that. When you know that,
as a learning tool, storytelling can encourage students to explore their unique expressiveness and can heighten a child's ability to communicate thoughts and feelings in a very articulate manner.
Yes, sir. So we have to know what and how they learn, the process. We also have some teaching process like that. The students, different types of students will have different learning process. So we have to know those process and then teach them accordingly. Build a relationship and trust. So by doing all these things, we will build a relationship with them. When we appreciate them, praise them, they would come closer to us, and a good relation and a confidence, a trust will develop among the child. For us, for we teachers, always appreciate, praise, and celebrate whatever they are doing, whatever they are writing, whatever they are speaking, many things, small things, we have to praise them, and we have to praise their success. We have to celebrate their success also. Whatever they do, we will celebrate the success within the class. Encourage positive behavior. Correct them when they are wrong. Whenever they are wrong, we have to correct them in a positive manner. This is, you can do it better, but you can do this better. Okay, we have to do this so that then only we can explore happiness among the students, from the students. Know as much as you can, care about the kids rather than make them pass through the same eye of the needle. कभी आके कोई टीचर बोल दिया वो लड़का तो वैसा ही है, वो तो बदमाश है, तो हमें वो सोचना होगा. We should not depend upon that teacher what he said and we have to think that oh that child is like that. We shouldn't do that. We have to see from our own eyes. We have to go and we have to see whether that child is like that or not. We cannot depend upon others. What they are telling, we would accept that and we would think about the person like that. So now, relationship. Now this, by doing all these things, we will create a relationship with the student. Set clear expectations and boundaries. Let there not be any surprises. So we would always have to set our expectations, make our expectations clear to them. So now what to do is that many expectations we have: clear, complete the work on time, ask questions at the end, we have to we have to have a disciplined class. They all know their boundaries, but whenever we should not take surprises, give surprises. Like you want to ask anything from them, so you must think that they must know the thing from which they are asking. It's not that you go to the class and ask them something which they don't know. That is not at all good. We have to ask them from the portion, from the thing they know. So then only their confidence level will increase. Otherwise, it will be very bad. They'll be depressed. So you cannot do that. Get to know your students well. A confident short survey may help. You have to know the students. You have to call them by name. You have to know about the background of the student, from which background he is coming. Maybe financially, maybe he's not so strong, or maybe some social problem is there among the parents. So you have to need to know all these things about the students. Then only he will also share all his problems. You become friendly with them, like that they can share all the problems with you, and you have to deal with their difficulties, their problems in that way. Be positive and enthusiastic when teaching. Whenever you are teaching, you have to be positive. That is very true. You all know it very well. Otherwise हमारे बिल्कुल एकदम जरा भी एनर्जी नहीं है, नेगेटिव होके हम पढ़ा रहे हैं, तो you will also not like it, and neither the students will not like it at all. So we have to be positive and enthusiastic when teaching the students. Remember one unique thing about each of your students. This is very important. Like, you have to know which student is good in maths, which one is good at English, which one is good in drawing, whose nose is very good, who is very fair, who sings very well, who dances very well. So whenever हम लोग भी देखते हैं ना, हमारे साथ भी ये होता है, कोई बोल दिया कि वाह आज तो बहुत अच्छे लग रहे हो, वाह तुम्हारा ये कितना अच्छा है, वाह तुम कितना अच्छा गाते हो, तो we feel very good. Like it goes same with the students also. If we appreciate in them in the class, वाह आज तो बहुत अच्छे लग रहे हो, तो वो बहुत अच्छा सा smile देगा, or he'll become attached to you. Wow, miss तो मेरे से इतना अच्छा से बात की. So these things we have to know. We have to remember the unique things with the way of each student. Make teaching interesting and enjoyable. This is also very important. You have to add different types of activities in your teaching. You have to do experiments so that they are interested in the lesson and they grasp whatever you are teaching, they grasp it very easily. Always praise immediately. This is also an important thing, because अगर कोई आप example, I'm just giving you an example. अगर कोई लड़का आज बहुत अच्छा handwriting से लिखता है, if he writes one page of handwriting in very good handwriting, okay, so you saw the thing but you didn't praise him, and after 2-3 days or 4 days you say वाह तुम तो कल बहुत अच्छा उस दिन बहुत अच्छा handwriting था तुम्हारा, मैंने देखा था बहुत अच्छा था, तो ये तो कुछ effect नहीं लाएगा ना. It will not affect him at all. It will not motivate him at all. So you have to, immediate praise is very important. Always praise whatever you want to say. Praise, reward immediately on the time. Teach student to reflect, and you reflect your practice. Whatever you teach the students, they will reflect. It shouldn't be one way. You are going on teaching, you're not asking them anything. It's not good. It's not fair. You have to ask them. They will reflect your practice. Whatever you taught, they will reflect it. So you have to, in between the teaching, you have to ask one or other questions. You can take quiz, you can ask question answers, you can do debate, whatever different types of things you can ask from your teaching. Relationship with the students, that's very, very delicate thing. You must be friendly with the child so that they open and become free with you in front of you and share their problems. The more you remove their shyness, the more they will be confident and they will come closer to you. Build self-confidence, build trust, be valued, being valued. You have to ask if any student is not present in the class, he's absent, so you must call them, or after 2 days when he comes, you must ask him, what happened, why didn't you come to school, why were you absent? So if you do all these things, he will think that, so ma'am thinks about me such a lot. So you have to, this is called being valued. See, he will feel very important, he'll feel that, wow, ma'am mere liye kitna sochti hai, main ma'am ke liye bahut important hu. This type of thing, sense of belonging. Yes, we are there for you. You have to prove that. They will think that, chalo miss mere liye hai, मेरे पास कोई है, मेरे साथ कोई है. Check on their well-being. Yes, what I said. You have to, but if anybody is not feeling well or something, you have to ask them, what happened? What can I do for you? Being fair and firm. You have to be fair with them. You have to be strict. You cannot allow them to do always and sir pe chadna jisko kehte hain. You cannot allow them to do that. You have to be fair but firm. And fair but firm also. You have to be strict whatever they are doing, and you have to be fair with the children, to be honest with the children. What I said earlier also, whatever you do, you have to be honest. We have to take same step for every student. Positive reinforcement, whatever we give reward or clarify them or rectify them, we have to give in positive. It should not be negative, that you did not do well, you could not answer well. These type of things are not at all good for the children. You have to give in positive. You have to give their praise them in positive way. If you want to rectify them, you just take them in a separate place, or you cannot rectify them in front of everyone. We also want that. अगर हमने कुछ गलती किया तो हम सबके सामने कुछ बोल दिया जाए, with that we will not like. So you can also rectify them, but separately, and this way we can celebrate their success. They will be able to solve their problems. They will learn in a better way. Sense of trust will develop. Self-confidence will develop. And they will also become very, very close to you. And they will always love your class. And they would always be happy. Whenever you enter the class, they will really be happy and always learn whatever you're teaching, learn happily. And your teaching, learning would be a success. Planning and delivery. This is also an important thing. That provide a sense of direction. Like if you want to do an exhibition, take for an example, if you want to show an exhibition show. So what you would do, you would have to give different types of work to different students. If you just tell them, chalo ek exhibition hoga, वो लोग कुछ नहीं कर पाएंगे, सभी लोग एक ही चीज करने लगेंगे. तो you have to distribute the work. You have to show them the direction. Some children will bring photograph, some will bring like Rabindranath Tagore's exhibition, if we want to do that. So some will bring their photographs, some will bring their prose, some will bring his poems, some will do the photography. Like this, we have to divide the work between the students. We have to give them the direction. Like this, you do. Innovate, experiment, and make learning fun and engaging. So what you have to do is that you have to develop different types of experiments, different types of creativity, and make your learning fun and engaging. Whatever you are making them learn, it should be in a fun and engaging way. You can give them different types of work. Chalo aaj ye banao. They would enjoy doing this. Chalo aaj ye likho. Chalo aaj aap kuch bolo. So you have to make your teaching very interesting, adding different types of experiments, different types of creativity among them, and make your learning fun and engaging. Then only they would find the learning interesting. Otherwise, they will become bored. Same thing. And whatever you plan, planning is very important. Whatever you plan, and execution, planning and execution, these go side by side. कभी हम लोगों ने बहुत कुछ प्लान कर लिया, आज ये पढ़ाएंगे, आज वो पढ़ाएंगे, आज ये पढ़ाएंगे, लेकिन हमने देखा कुछ बात बच्चे लोग बहुत चालाक होते हैं ना, वो कुछ टॉपिक छेड़ दिया, and you will start talking about that, and what happened, time is over and you cannot deliver your things which you had planned. So this is not good. Whatever you plan, you have to execute them. This is very important. And plan beforehand. Make your lesson plan beforehand. so that thinking about every child, thinking about every student, weak, strong, slow learners, your lesson plan would be like that. That's every student. For the teaching becomes effective for every student. You have to include experiments, what I said, you have to include fun, engaging, make them engaging. Then only your teaching will be effective and will be happy also. Learning styles and differentiation. This learning styles, just as we have some different types of teaching styles, the students also have different kind of learning styles. You have to bring about that changes in your teaching styles, which will be beneficial for the students at the same time. So learning style is different. Our teaching style, we use different type of teaching styles. We have seen, all of you have experienced. We teach like this, like that, but we have to understand that the students also have their teaching their learning style. So we have to bring some changes in our teaching so that your teaching becomes easy for them. Think of some activities, experiments while your lesson plan. These things you can include. They would love to learn. We have seen that the students love learning by doing. They would always want to learn by doing. Whenever they do themselves, you've seen that they will have the sense of achievement. They'll become so happy, and you can ask them different questions. And whenever they do themselves, they would really be happy. All the students. Then your teaching would be effective. Make learning meaningful, purposeful. Your purpose should not be that you are going to teach them. That's why you are just teaching them. You are going to take tests. So let's chalo test lenge padha dete hain. This should not be. You have to test what they have learned. You have to test what you have taught. They have understood or not. This thing should be. ऐसे ही टेस्ट ले लिया, ये नहीं. क्या सीख दिखाओ तो क्या पढ़ा, क्या आंसर दिया, ये नहीं होना चाहिए. You have to never teach to test, but teach the testing, test the teaching. Never teach to test, but test to teach the teaching. So we should never teach to test. This is very true. चलो टेस्ट लेंगे इसीलिए पढ़ा रहे, ये नहीं होना चाहिए. But test the teaching. क्या सीखा उन्होंने? What they learned, you have to test that. This is a very important thing which we all teachers must understand, must keep in our mind. Never teach the test. Never teach to test, but test the teaching. Encourage student self-reflection. So whenever we teach something, we have to ask them whether they have understood or not. They can answer you. You have to see all these things. Learning is purposeful for future. We have to make them understand. We have to correct them whenever they are incorrect. We never teach to test, but test the teaching. We have to keep this in mind always. Now, how should your first meeting be with the student? This is also an important slide. You can all see from this. How should your first meeting be with the students in the class? Be welcoming, so that the students would be very happy. You would welcome the children. जैसे ही हम क्लास में जाते हैं तो क्या होगा, बच्चे सब मेरे पास आने की कोशिश करेंगे, मेरे तरफ देखेंगे, मेरी ओर देख के स्माइल देंगे. ये बहुत इंपॉर्टेंट. आपका चेहरा, आपका बॉडी लैंग्वेज वो वेलकम शो करना चाहिए. इट शुड बी, योर बॉडी लैंग्वेज शुड बी वेलकमिंग. Enter the class with a radiant smile, which should reflect in your eyes, your persona. So जब हम क्लास में आते हैं, we shouldn't be, your frowning face नहीं दिखना चाहिए. Your face should not be frowned. You must be happy. You must show a radiant smile to them, which should be reflected in your body also. ऐसा नहीं कि सिर्फ हम हंस रहे हैं, प्लास्टिक स्माइल दे रहे हैं, हमारा बॉडी कुछ और बोल रहा है और हम हंस रहे हैं. This should not be. Show calm and composure. शांत रहना है. Express your happiness of becoming their teacher in words and actions. बातों में भी आपका happiness show होना चाहिए, action में भी होना चाहिए. We decorate your classroom beforehand with calming pictures and colors. We have to decorate the classroom so that the students are very attracted towards it. They will see the things. You have seen one thing, our brain is very photographic. Our brain, whenever we see some images, they capture it. Like that, if we hang some charts of, if you are teaching noun, pronoun, adjective, whatever it is, you can make some charts and hang them in the walls. And what will happen, they will see the chart, they will see the names, and just it will be copied copy it in their brains. Regularly they will see, and whenever you ask them, they would be able to answer what is a noun. They will if you ask one, give some examples of noun, they would easily say house, a thing, room, mirror, whatever say they see in the chart. So it is very easy. Our brain is a photographic. So if they will see the charts in the class regularly, they would capture it, and they would see the thing and they would remember it. Be ready with the list of students names to know your students beforehand. So this is also an important thing. We have to call the students by their names. They would love to be called by names. ऐसे हम नहीं बोल सकते, अरे सुनो तुम सुनो, this like this we shouldn't say. We must always call them by their names. Greet the students by name and include a positive statement at the beginning of the class. क्लास शुरू करने से पहले एक अच्छा चीज बोलना चाहिए कि आज मैं वेट कर रही थी कब आप एक क्लास में आऊं. ऐसा नहीं अगर हम आ जाते हैं कोई क्लास में एंड वी से दैट ओहो मुझे ये क्लास नहीं लेना था, कैसे मुझे ये क्लास मिल गया. दिस इज वेरी बैड. it will affect the students very badly. Practice mindfulness and awareness with your students. Take time to know each other, talk to each other. Time is of essence. We have to talk to them. ऐसा नहीं कि if we talk to them, we cannot complete the syllabus. ये नहीं होता है. We have to give time to them. We have to talk to them. Show that you care by being attentive, observant, and patient. Share your expectations and listen to theirs. What are your expectations? You must always share them, and they would be very much guided with that. And and also you have to ask them. You have to be patient and know about their problems, know about their answers, know about their expectations also. Develop understanding and mutual respect before you embark your journey of being the change maker. So you have to be understanding with them and mutual respect before you embark your journey of being the change maker. So you are going to change the class, you are going to bring happiness in the class. So before that, you have to develop understanding and respect for you within them. Then only they will follow you, and they would be very, very happy to follow you and your class, to attend your class also. And you can be able to make a change. Now, one thing I would say, I'm going to now tell about the benefits of happiness, benefits of happy classrooms. Now, one thing we know that whenever we do something, there's some reason behind. Why? Because everything we are doing has a reason behind it. We all are here today. There's also a reason behind. So definitely, we all want our classrooms to be happy. Why? Why do we want our classrooms to be happy? We want better performance, build confidence. See, all these things these are the reasons why we want a happy classroom. Better performance, we would get better performance. Build confidence among the students, nurtures creativity. The students will become creative slowly and slowly. We will be giving them different types of activities. Obviously, their creativity would increase. Engaging students in different things, engaging students in different experiments. If we make the classroom happy, they would all like to do all these things. Better mental health. This is very important. If you are happy, this is the most important thing. This will come in you. You will be very happy from within. Mentally, you would be very happy. Then joyful learning, interactive classrooms. Only you are continuously speaking. This will not happen. They would also give you different answers. Emotional needs and fulfillment. Positive relationship between the teacher and the students. Among the students, there would be a positive relationship. Builds competencies. Yes, among the students, this sense of competencies will also develop. Build competencies. Adaptability and acceptance. They would be very easily, they would adapt anything. They would try to adapt, and also acceptance. Whatever they get in front of them, they would accept it. This feeling will also develop among them. Tolerance and understanding. This feeling of tolerance and understanding will also develop. Sharing and caring attitude. This is also important for the children. Sharing and caring attitude. They would love to share these things. They would care about others. This attitude will develop. Coping skills and life skills. And slowly, the students will learn different types of skills which would be very essential for them to cope with the different problems in their life. They would learn all these things, and I'm sure the benefits are too good, too heavy, and you would find it unbelievable. These benefits of the happy classrooms would be unbelievable. You can easily adapt this and do you in the class, also in the classrooms you also do it, and you would find it very, very helpful. Happy classrooms creates happy students. We have seen this. You will also see that happy classrooms will create happy students also. One thing I share, that when you ask the students, when your classroom is happy, after a few days you would see that when you ask the students what happy students say about their teachers, I've also seen when you ask the students, how is that teacher or somebody, every good, they will start telling, they would share nice things for the teacher, for the who is very happy, who creates a happy classroom, who develops all these things in them. They would be very happy to share. They would be very happy to share all these things. She motivates with extreme happiness. हाँ, मुझे वो हर समय खुशी से एकदम मुझे motivate करती है, encourage करती है. She always makes me feel that I can do and become anything I wish to. ये भी मुझे बोलती है कि मुझे फील कराती है कि मैं कुछ भी कर सकता हूँ, जो भी मैं चाहूँ मैं कर सकता हूँ, जो भी मैं हासिल करना चाहूँ मैं कर सकता हूँ. वो मुझे ये सब बोलती है. She tells me never to give up. कभी भी हाल नहीं छोड़ना चाहिए, तुम कोशिश करते जाओ. ये सब मुझे सिखाती है. She is very supportive and caring. बहुत supportive है, बहुत caring है, इतनी अच्छी है वो. She always says that I can do things and never says I can't. जब भी मुझे कोई प्रॉब्लम भी होता है, I go to her. She always says that तुम सब कुछ कर सकते हो, तुम ऐसा कुछ नहीं है जो तुम नहीं कर सकती हो. She celebrates with me. मेरे साथ enjoy करती है, मेरे को बहुत कुछ सिखाती है, मेरे साथ बहुत अच्छी तरह की बातें करती है. I feel I can share anything with her if I did something wrong. जब भी मुझे ऐसा लगता है कि I can share anything with her. जब मैं कुछ गलत भी करता हूँ ना, वो भी मैं उनके साथ शेयर कर सकता हूँ. ऐसा फीलिंग है मुझे उस टीचर के लिए. Anyway, any teacher, she is concerned about my health. If I am not well, she asks me what happened. You do this and that. You can ask I'll talk to your parents. She is positive about every good thing I do. वो मेरे हर एक चीज के बारे में बहुत पॉजिटिव है. जो भी मैं अच्छा कुछ करता हूँ वो बहुत मुझे एनकरेज करती है. She is nice and always wears a smile on her face, even when she is a little sick. she is very nice, बहुत अच्छी है, हर समय उसके चेहरे पे एक हंसी रहती है. Even when she is little sick, जब वो बीमार भी रहती है तो तभी भी वो उसके चेहरे पे एक स्माइल रहती है. All these things, she is so nice and always wear a smile. This is very important. You have to have a smile, as sir said in the introduction only, that smile is very important for everyone. However, whatever feeling you have in your mind, whatever irritation, whatever tension, frustration you have, but you cannot show that to others. You have to have a smiling face. After that you would solve your problem, but in front of the students at least, you cannot show frowning face. You have to show a happy face. Then only they would come to you, and they would very easily, they would mix with you, they would be friendly with you, and whatever you teach them, whatever you tell them to do, they would do happily, and you would ultimately get a happy classroom. Whenever we succeed in something, she's always so proud of us. ये भी एक बात है ना, whenever the students do good, we teachers, we all do these things. We all teachers do these things in class also, in our class. She's always proud of us. Whenever they do something good, they succeed. Wow, you have done so good. I'm so proud of you. These type of exclamations, sentence we use for them. So they become so happy with us. So, and this creates a happy classroom. And ultimately, this is the last thing what I want to tell you. What is life? Life is all about good health. At home, it's about the family life. Love, care for family, members, children. When we talk about the work makes us happy. You have always seen, we work, we feel happy. Obviously, we go to work, but we are happy for that. Our hobby makes us happy. Our life conscience makes us happy. Money makes us happy. A man becomes happy as much as he wants to be, because happiness comes from inside. It's all inside you. You cannot buy happiness. Your work cannot buy your happiness. Nothing can buy your happiness. Man decides to be happy. It's your way, your attitude towards things, which makes you happy. A happy heart lives in a happy body. You need to be happy all the time. For that, you have to learn the basic skills. That's the most important thing. A man can become happy as much he decides to be. Happiness is actually inside you. So if you are happy, you would always spread happiness wherever you are, not only in the class, wherever you are. If you are happy, you would always spread happiness, and everybody will be happy with you. You would always throw positive energy, positive attitude, everything. So I hope you have understood, you have found this session interesting, and I'm very thankful. Video. Just a minute. Sorry for the interruption. So I'm very thankful to each and everyone for giving us time, and I hope my session was a
Thank you.
bit
It was
interesting.
very nice session
How
today. We
it
learned
was.
too many things. Thank you, ma'am.
And I hope there were certain takeaways and you would be helpful with that. And thank you so much once again for giving your time,
Thank you,
precious
ma'am.
time.
Thank you, sir, all of you.
Thank you to Goshal sir and
Thank
Subhash
you,
sir for
ma'am.
taking such pain and giving us the platform to share our knowledge. Thank you so much, Principal
Thank you,
sir.
Thank you,
ma'am, for
ma'am.
nice
Thank
Thank
you,
you.
all of
Madam,
you.
please give
Nice,
us
nice session today.
Thank you, sir.
attendance
Thank you
link,
so
madam.
much.
Thank you, Jolly ma'am. It's
Thank you, Molly ma'am. Thank you so
Madam,
much.
please provide attendance link. Happy
impressive,
Diwali, ma'am.
very motivated speech.
Thank you so much.
Attendance number.
Thank you, sir. Yes, sir. First of all, we have to be happy, sir, in every respect. Sir, was it visible and clear? Just I want to know. Thank you, sir. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Yes, sir. Yes, that is very important. Excuse me. Yes. Yes, sir. Thank you so much, sir, for giving your precious time, everyone.
Ma'am, this is Pavanjan Pandey. Oh, that was really an appreciating presence that you have given to all of us, and we have gotten a good deal of benefit, and we would try our level best to project all these methods and the things that you have taught to us today. I am from St. Mary's School, and we are very happy being gotten all these important and vast explanation about the happiness and the value of it in our life that refines the brain and reconfigures each and everything whatever we want to expose in front of the students. And for sure that your sessions and the thing that you have taught to us, explained to us, was really remarkable. Thank you very much, ma'am. Thank you.
Thank you so much, sir. Thank you, sir. Thank you, sir. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Thank you so much, everyone.